Scene 1. The Dawn of Ambition. The plain of Shinar, bathed in the golden light of dawn, seemed like a pristine canvas upon which humanity, newly recovered from the flood, began to paint its future. A single language united men and women, a vibrant and resonant language that echoed with the promise of a new era. But it was not an era of humility and gratitude, but of boundless ambition. Nimrod, a charismatic and cunning leader, with a gaze that reflected the ambition of an empire, stood among the crowd. His voice, deep and resonant, resonated with the promise of greatness, of an unprecedented unity that would lead them to reach for the stars. His proposal: to build a tower that would reach to heaven itself, a tower that would challenge the gods and make them witnesses to human greatness. The crowd, captivated by his vision, responded with a roar of approval. The dream of the Tower of Babel had begun. Scene 2. The Colossus of stone and mortar. Years passed. The plain of Shinar was transformed. In its midst, a colossus of stone and mortar stood tall, the Tower of Babel, which grew towards the sky at an astonishing pace. Thousands of workers, organized with military precision, moved like tireless ants, transporting giant blocks of stone, mixing mortar, laying bricks with millimeter precision. The air resonated with the incessant hammering of hammers, the screeching of pulleys, the rhythmic chanting of the workers who, united by a common language and a common purpose, built their dream. The tower became a symbol of their unity, a monument to the human capacity for collaboration and innovation. It was a challenge to the gods, a bold statement of earthly greatness. Scene 3. The Shadow of Pride. As the tower rose, reaching unimaginable heights, the ambition of Nimrod and his people grew without measure. The initial unity, forged in a common goal, transformed into arrogant pride. The tower was no longer a symbol of unity, but of their own greatness, a testament to their superiority over others. Nimrod, seated on his stone throne atop the construction, contemplated his masterpiece with a mixture of pride and satisfaction, believing they were about to achieve immortality. The shadow of pride stretched over the plain, eclipsing the sunlight. Scene 4. The Wrath of Heaven. In the heavens, a watchful eye observed the audacious human undertaking. God, from his celestial throne, contemplated the tower that rose towards him, a monument to arrogance and disobedience. The unity of humanity, which should have been a gift of divine grace, had become a weapon of rebellion, an attempt to reach divinity without the mediation of faith. His patience had worn thin. A celestial storm of apocalyptic proportions unleashed itself upon the plain of Shinar. The sky opened and an invisible force, a wind of confusion, descended upon the crowd. Scene 5. The Fall of the Single Tongue. The wind of confusion brought chaos with it. The single language that had united humanity fragmented in an instant. Words, once an instrument of unity, became a labyrinth of incoherent sounds. The workers, who moments before had shared a common language, looked at each other in bewilderment, unable to understand each other. The work stopped, the harmony crumbled. The tower, unfinished, stood as a testament to boundless ambition and the fragility of human unity without divine guidance. Nimrod's dream had become a nightmare. Scene 6. The Scattering and the Eternal Legacy. The scattering was inevitable. The tribes, unable to communicate, separated, each seeking a new home, a new land where they could build their lives in the solitude of their own languages. The Tower of Babel, unfinished and abandoned, became a reminder of human pride and the need for humility before divine greatness. Its shadow stretched over human history, an eternal testament to the fragility of unity without the guidance of faith. And so, the diversity of languages, born of confusion, became the most enduring legacy of the Tower of Babel, a legacy that, despite its origins, would enrich the human experience through the ages. The lesson of Babel would resonate through time. True unity is found in humility and submission to the divine will, not in arrogance and boundless ambition.